Good morning and welcome to the Skittles discussion with myself and Jaden Hughes. Jaden, lovely to have you here, and tell us a bit more about Skittles and more specific, the team that you play for and that has been around for so long.
Yeah, so Skittles is a game quite similar to bowling. You've got 9 pins, not 10, in the diamond formation that you can see here. You get 3 balls per go, you get 6 goes. Quite easy in that respect. But as you can see, the gaps are actually quite big. So the balls can miss and you can get none even if you get all 3 balls to go down the end, unlike bowling. And as you mentioned, I play for a team. We're called the Celery Boys, which is always a great name to have. They've been around for 37 years, which is obviously a lot older than me myself, which shows you how long Skittles has been going on for and how important it is to the local culture. There's about 90 teams left now. I say left because there was many more, but obviously I understand that's still a big number. But yeah, it's certainly declining a little bit, which is a bit of a shame.
And is Skittles as popular in the women's game as it is the men's?
Yeah, so in the men's game you can play Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday. The women's have their own day solely on the Thursday. And it is going really well. They still really enjoy it. There's plenty of numbers. Hasn't particularly declined as much as the men's game, which is always a positive. Because, any Skittles team that's still about is great to see. Like I say, it's been going around since the early 1900s, which is, impressive. We've gone from, like I say, we have 90 teams now. There was about 200 pubs in Cheltenham alone that used to do Skittles, which makes it more impressive that, it's still going. But it is declining, yeah.
And just tell me, Celery Boys, what's division are you in? How many divisions are there? And what were some of the glory days like? Because you mentioned there that the form's not been brilliant so far. And yeah, tell us more.
Yeah, so we're in the 3rd division, which is known as Division 1. And then above that, you have Premier Division B and A. We were in Division A 2 years ago. We've had a couple of relegations in a row. The Sunderland of the sport, some might say. But we're not doing too well. We lost 3 in a row. We've got a big game tonight, actually. Our home and Albion House in town, playing top of the league, which should be tough, but, you've got to test yourself. The glory days were in the top division. They made cup semi-finals, finals. It was really enjoyable. Like I say, I've only been a part of it for about 5 years, but I've enjoyed every moment. There's 37 years worth of history of going from what was, I think, the 17th tier that they started off in to now then the top, and then sadly a couple of relegations, but it's still going strong.
Great to hear. Real rags to riches, and obviously it does wonders for local businesses as well, local pubs, as you say.
Yeah, I think that's probably the key thing now. Like where we play the Albion House is a social club, so it does get used for other events at weekends, but in the midweek it kind of relies on Skittles. And there's about 4 or 5 different teams playing there, sometimes obviously twice a week or something. And it is just so big for the local community. And, for example, before a game, we go to Weatherspoons, yes, a big chain, but it's always helpful to, get drinks and keep businesses alive in the local area. And I think Skittles does that as well as most things in Cheltenham.
Well, thanks very much, Jaden. And if you want to hear more from Jaden, pepper away on Twitter at parklife_sports. That was our Skittles chat, and thank you for listening.